Let us now look into the second Dhyana Shloka of Lalita Sahasranama. It goes like this. Arunaam Karunaatarangitaaksheem Dhruta Pashaankusha Pushpa Baana chaapaam Animaadibhiraavrutaam mayukhai Aham vibhaavaye bhavaaneem. It says Arunaam. She is called Aruna because she is of the color of the rising sun. So she is named after the color itself. So to that Aruna or on that Aruna, Arunaam Karunaatarangitaaksheem. Akshi means eyes. And she has Karunaataranga, waves of compassion flowing out of her eyes. So she is called Karunaatarangitaakshi, and towards that Karunaatarangitaakshi, that is on that who has eyes, which has waves of compassion flowing out of them. So the one who has eyes that have waves of compassion flowing out of them, Karunaatarangitaaksheem, Dhruta Pashaankusha Pushpa Baana chaapaam. She holds Pasha, Ankusha, Pushpa Baana, flowery arrows, and chaapaam. Chaapaam is the bow in her arms. So she has 4 arms. The upper 2 arms have Pasha, which is the nose, and Ankusha, the goad or the axe. The lower 2 arms have flowery arrows and chapa. The flowery arrows are actually Navamallika, jasmine, Chuta, mango blossoms, Aravinda, lotus, Nilotpala, blue lotus, and Ashoka flowers. So these are the 5 flowers she carries as arrows in her hands. The other hand has a bow that's actually a sugarcane. So she has a sugarcane bow. And Animaadibhiraavrutaam mayukhai. Waves of light, rays of brilliance flow from her. Now these rays of brilliance is not simply light. They are the Ashtama Siddhis. The name starts from Anima. So just for better explanation, Anima, Laghima, Garima, Varima, Garima, Mahima, and so on. There are 8 such Siddhis, achievements. So Anima means the supernatural power to be able to shrink oneself to the size of an atom. Laghima is the supernatural power to be able to make oneself as light as air. Garima is to be able to make oneself as heavy as possible. And Mahima is the supernatural power to be able to grow as big as possible, and so on. So they are all Shaktis who are always around, Avrita. So she is always surrounded by these Shaktis and they appear as Mayukha, rays of brilliance around her. So she is called Animaadibhiraavrutaam mayukhai. So these Shaktis appear as rays of brilliance around her and she is always surrounded by them. Aham eva vibhaavaye. And I contemplate on her who is always shining within me as the Aham Tattva. Aham is the sense of I. I'm not talking about the identity, the ego that we create based on our experiences. I'm talking about that basic sense of I that keeps shining within ourselves, which we have never doubted. There's always the I. So that Aham Bhava, not the ego, the Aham, the I sense. That is Devi Lalita herself. So within us, she is present as the sense of Aham, I. Aham iti eva vibhaavaye. And who is she? She is Bhavani. She is the wife of Bhava. Bhava is Lord Shiva, who is the only one capable of taking us across the ocean of samsara. And therefore she is Bhavani. It's a very interesting shloka that Adi Shankaracharya has taken up in Saundarya Lahari, Shloka 22 in Saundarya Lahari. Bhavani tvam dase mayi vitara drishtim sakarunaam iti sthotum vanchan bhavani tvam iti yaha tadaivatvam tasmai dishasi nijasayujya padavim mukunda brahmendra sputamakuta nira ajita padam. So The shloka says, the moment I think of praying this way to Bhavani, what am I willing to pray to her? Hey Bhavani, hey wife of Bhava, Tvam Dase, on your servant, on your Dasa, Mayi, on me, Drishtim sa Karunam Vitara, shower a little bit of your sidelong glance. And this way I want to praise her. And thinking so, what do? I start with the word Bhavani. The moment I say Bhavani, she is so compassionate that immediately she bestows upon me Sayujya. So Sayujya is a type of moksha, a type of samadhi that the goddess bestows upon her disciples. One is Salokyam. Salokyam is the ability to behold her in front of us. That is Salokyam. Sarupyam is a type of samadhi or moksha where we are able to get a form that is equivalent to her, the divine form equivalent to her. That is Sarupyam. And Sayujyam is a state where we become one with her without any difference. So we just merge into her. So that is called Sayujyam. So when we want to pray to her and we just start with the first word Bhavani, we are begging for her mercy, and when we just are beginning to pray, she is so compassionate that she doesn't give Salokyam or Sarupyam. She in fact gives the greatest of states that we can ever attain, which is Sayujyam. So that is in fact the greatness of even the name Bhavani, right? So the name Bhavani is actually considered very, very important in that sense, especially because Adi Shankaracharya has also referred to it in this manner. And therefore she is that Bhavani who keeps shining within me as the I sense, Aham Tattva. So I contemplate on such Devi Lalita. So with this understanding, let us just chant this shloka now. Arunaam Karunaatarangitaaksheem Dhruta Pashaankusha Pushpa Baana chaapaam Animaadibhiraavrutaam mayukhai Aham ityeva vibhaavaye bhavaaneem.